gotta swerve you. Oh, stop it down, stop it. Oh, do too much. On and off, where you from? Going up, going nuts, going down.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
Drop it top, drop it, let it bang. But it's life I cannot change. Yeah, it is. Keep off in the main. Everything sweet like candy cane. Drop it top, drop it, let it bang. Drop it top, play hide and seek. Jump inside, go straight to the lake. Take a sip, feel just how I feel. On freeway, but no ain't nothing free. Laws and lanes, we bustin' bills, but still ain't nothing changed. You in the mob, so now you rock the chain. Stop the waves, it's stomping through my brain. Eating them, baby, I just eat them. Eat your level, gotta be in some breast. Feel the sun, you know how to keep me up. Icy like a hockey puck. But it's life I cannot change. Keep off in the main. Everything sweet like candy cane. Drop it top, pop it, let it bang. Pop it, what is life I cannot change. Keep off in the main. Everything sweet like candy cane. Drop it top, pop it, let it bang. All the ones on the dance, smiles on the mantle. All the dogs roll creep right behind me in the phantom. Never go, dip on the set, say Santana. Run it back, turn the lights on when I hit up Green Lantern. Lot of bars for the dogs down to Atlanta. In the cut, in Medusa, lay low, yeah, I might be. Roll up, let me calm down when I'm moving high speed. Still one of these text packets, you know what I need. Oh, please. Oh, me. Oh, my. We've been moving for some time. Alright. Flexing, try to exercise. But it's life I cannot change. It is. Keep off in the main. Everything sweet like candy cane. Drop it top, pop it, let it bang. Pop it. But it's life I cannot change. It is. Keep off in the main. Everything sweet like candy cane. Drop it top, pop it, let it bang. Dropped out of school, now we done rich. This sound like some 4301. All my wanna do is pop style. Turn my birthday into a lifestyle. Tell my mama I love her if I do not make it. Got so many chain, they call me chain and tater. And I like to finish what you think you started. Man, you boys just got to Hollywood, you boys just started. All I do is hang with the young and heartless. All this for my family, man, I try my hardest. All I ever did, and look where it got is. Yeah, you been on my mind lately. I still got my number, girl, you need to call me. I feel like they wanna see me learn the hard way. But you know I always handle that one my way. Girl, let me rock your body. Justin Timberlake and then I hit the highway. I can't trust nobody. They still out to get me cause they never got me. They still out to get me, they don't get it. I cannot be gotten, that's a given. They like Pablo. Why are all the windows tinted on your tie hole? Why do you know every single that I know? Why can't you just shut your mouth and take the high road? If I know, that's that Chicago. South, that's the motto. Copper crippin' spent 10 million on remodel. Take the devils out my life and preach the gospel. Cause I know, even when we past the line of scrimmage, ayy, throwing us back up in it, ayy, in the field like MMA. Y'all get so offended, ayy, I be blacking out, I ain't backing out. Jay about his business, and I'ma let you finish, but I just wanna rock your body. Take you to the garage and do some karate. Chop it, sippin' sake. Throw a thing on the Kawasaki. Dropped out of school, now we done rich. This sound like some 4301. All my wanna do is pop style. Turn my birthday into a lifestyle. I don't wanna sign up. I'm just getting commas. I'm like my dad, I'm a grinder. She don't want me locked up. Mama, I'm gon' watch her. With my wrist is locked up. All my diamonds rocked up. I don't wanna sign up. Mama love me so I can do no wrong. Mama in the trap, so this our favorite song. I gon' get them racks, so baby, that's a mom. Said I wasn't nothing, but I kept it strong. You got the best advice, but I won't call. I know I'm wrong, so I do not need y'all. I got it. And if I get locked up, my face of law. Oh yeah, you fix everything, so that's what I thought. When I was small, mama made me tall. Even though I'm daddy, but she still gon' wear my balls. Don't care about this money, don't care about them cars. Knows my mama, that's a problem you can tell. Mama, I don't wanna sign up. I'm just getting commas. Like my dad, I'm a grinder. She don't want me locked up. Mama, I'm gon' watch her. Yeah, with my wrist is locked up. Yeah, all my diamonds rocked up. I don't wanna sign up. Now I got the game in a headlock. Never catch me like you run with red light. We talking cause we the red side. Yeah, try to break myself, I had a deadlock. Mama used a bag in the daytime. Mama got that bag by the nighttime. Was on 32nd Street, I was like, more than friends is feeling than my real friends. Mama said they done it for her, you hear? Yeah, we spent my fight, I was the only bird. Mama saw me in action, it could got worse. I know that my mama know I'm doing first. I don't wanna sign Mama, I'm gon' wash up. With my wrist locked up. All my diamonds locked up. I don't wanna sign up. I put the new 40s on the D. I came into the bloody bottom is on me. Cause I'm like, got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my knee. I really don't get it no more with the whole team. Now, hey, that's a call cause I'm all me. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, coffee. All this designer on my body got me drip. Straight up body, I think I'm a big grip. If I got up on a lean, I'm a 6'2". I run the rest up with my queen, like money to dip. But I got rich on all these, I did it for get back. I had to go through the struggle, I did it to get that. I had to shot in the back, and I want to see that. People know me now, cause I got this big rap. Cause I'm getting money now, why don't you heard that? Young, on the corner, bitch, I had to serve crack. I'm gon' front me some keys, had to get it bird back. We came up on dirty money, I get it a bird back. Cut off the brain, and I get my stuff. Either you run it, y'all game, or you gotta do all this shit that ain't on that down. I put the new 40s on the D. I came into the bloody bottom is on me. Cause I'm like, got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my knee. I really don't get it no more with the whole team. And I can't just a call cause I'm horny. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, coffee. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got a bad ass, steady, whoa, whoa. Bitch to my toes, twinkle from the boat. I put it in AP, the water like a boat. I was jamming on my dick, what would you do that? I know you turned your back on it just to get some racks. I see you swerve back, cause I'm in the black bag.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing.
Another one. We the best music. DJ Khaled.
I don't know if you can take it. No, you wanna see me naked. I wanna be a baby. Spinning at the touches like you can't believe it. But there isn't on the ground. And again, like this, it can't be around you. I'm just sitting down tonight. Cause I can do the things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Let's go.
I hope you know for the taking. You know the tickets for the bag. Kitty, baby, get a thing to rest. Like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rocking with you. Diamonds are nothing when I'm shining with you. Just keep it right back as if I'm your sister. I'm to the top around that I ain't with you. I know I get wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
some hoops. The athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium,
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings
It's just staticky through it, but okay. Oh, your call.
Number 17, Jackie Howard. Defenders of senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 17, Rennie Tyrell. Forward is junior from Eastline, Connecticut, number 19, Stephanie De La Portada. Midfielders a sophomore from Charlestown, Pennsylvania, number 20, Brooke Steigerwald. Third is a sophomore from Leeds, Florida, number 22, Madison McLean. Defender is a junior from Sarasota, Florida, number 23, Andy Benson. And defender is a sophomore from Naperville, Illinois, number 30, Aaron McCarthy. Head coach of this fighting today is from Hobson, assisted by our team at 6, taking care. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. University of Tampa, and Riddle University, all the sportsmanship by athletes, coaches, and instructors. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action toward officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. The use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is not permitted at Tampa Stadium. Thank you and enjoy the match.
Hello, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some Sunshine State Conference action. We have the Tampa Spartans versus Embry Riddle Eagles. Alongside me, my name's Tate Gephardt. Alongside
Fabrizio Mejia. We're all here to see an amazing game. It's going to be amazing. And next to me
is Brandon Davis. I'm happy to be here again. And I was actually here on Wednesday night as Tampa won 2-1 against Ecker College Tritons, if you guys were joining that game. But we have a nice game here, and we're excited to be here.
Mr. Davis, quick question, if you don't mind me asking. Who was the lady of the match in that game?
Lady of the match was definitely Stephanie De La Portada, as she scored a penalty kick, and she actually scored a late goal in the second half. And she almost had an opportunity to get a hat trick.
Okay.
So definitely was Stephanie De La Portada.
So we'll be looking out for her to continue the scoring efforts here today's game. Tampa's hyping themselves up here for some Sunshine State Conference soccer. Under the lights here Saturday night. College football update score for those who are tuning in that want to know some updates that you didn't watch college football today. We had Wisconsin versus Notre Dame. I believe Wisconsin got beaten by Notre Dame. LSU beat Mississippi State 28-25 in two SEC games. Those are the only two I paid attention to. Any of you, any updates on any sports or anything related you would like to mention before the game starts?
Yeah, well, tomorrow we have an amazing race in Russia for Formula One fans. Lando Norris got the pole position, so he's going to start in first place. George Russell is going to be on second place, and it's going to be an amazing race. We know that there's plenty of Formula fans right now. And also about soccer, we have to say that Paris Saint-Germain got an amazing win, 2-0 against Montpellier. One goal for Idrissa Gueye and another for the German Julian Draxler. Lionel Messi couldn't play. But this team is just doing very well, and we hope to see them playing well at this level at the Champions League.
Well, that's what you just love to see. With that being said, we have Sunshine State Conference soccer action right now. Embry.
I would like to point out what Daniel Polka is doing our video producer today, and we also have on live stream Nick Courtwright, who's in the box today for us.
Fantastic job to you two. You guys doing a good job so far this soccer season, and the match is underway. Embry Riddle in the middle. Tampa all around between the men's and women's team have fantastic defense, I'd have to say. Between the two, very defensive focused. Love to see it.
Yeah, and speaking about that defense, I want to say that we're used to see 4 defenders for the men team, and now for the women's there's only 3. So that's interesting. I think they want to bring a lot of power into the sides. They have very good right backs and left backs, and of course that's going to be interesting. But 3 central defenders are going to be.
What formation do you see tonight for the Spartans?
Well, we can see 3 defenders going there. We can see 2 players that are going into the side. One is a left back, the other one is right back. I feel like the University of Tampa is playing also with 1 player that's going to control the midfield, working certainly as the one that's going to try to take the ball out from the away team. And of course, we have 2 amazing offensive players just in front of her, and another offensive player who's now the center forward, number 9. We can see now doing some pressure.
Gabby Desatas throwing it in. And right back out, and we'll try it again. Gabby throws it in again. And Embry Riddle kicks it down the right side. There's a rush for the ball in the corner. The ball is staying in, and it is out of bounds. Will that be off of Tampa? Oh, is that a corner kick? No, okay. I was about to say, I thought. Look for a second. It's Gabby will be tossing the ball back in. Tampa clears it. Very well done by the Tampa defense. Good catch over there. I couldn't see who it was.
Definitely look out for Gabby DeSuttles tonight, as she likes to push it up and down the pitch, as she's playing that winger position.
Defender, 5'2", junior from Sarasota, Florida. Embry Riddle kicks a curving ball. I noticed the girls' uniforms numbers are a lot smaller, so I'm trying to call who's who.
Well, Jackie Morris is definitely a vital component for the Tampa Spartans. As last game, she had a strong performance, definitely.
Strong performance.
Her, Kate Hostage, another honorable mention. Kate Hostage actually had a foul in the penalty box, which led to the penalty kick for last game.
Speaking of fouls, we got a foul right there. So the last game they won by how much again?
2-1.
2-1. 2-1.
You know what was interesting? If you fans will be watching back on Wednesday night, the Tritons actually almost scored in the last minute. The ball actually hit the top of the crossbar, and then Lavisa Campbell tried to save it, and it hit her hand, and it went out. So it almost went in, and we almost would have had a level game. So, interesting. That's how soccer is, folks.
Pure passion and emotion.
Speaking of passion and emotion, we have a lot of fans out here tonight. Thank you guys for all attending some Saturday night soccer.
Actually, the weather's pretty good to play some soccer.
I'm loving the weather in Tampa recently.
The weather in Tampa has been nice. Like I said, it will rain once a day for about an hour, and then it's all clear, sunny, and skies. And the temperature right now is actually pretty pleasant. I wouldn't say it's too hot. For those who don't know or don't attend the University of Tampa, as you can see off the blue building's glass, the sun is setting right behind us. Probably one of the prettiest sunsets I've seen in a long time, or anywhere, I should say. It comes down Kennedy.
Yes.
Gabby, 23 with the ball, kicks it inside.
The ball right there. Ooh, almost a handball.
Yeah, I thought it was a handball. The
very
referee
close.
says nothing happens. The ball is going to the away team.
The women's soccer team is known for having very physical matches against their opponents. So we'll definitely see probably a physical match tonight, folks. Ref will have to make some difficult decisions.
It's interesting. The women play on the opposing side, like the both home and away teams are on the opposing side. The men's team, they're closer to the bench. I wonder the reason for that, if there is a reason, because I feel like you would have to move benches unless they keep benches on both sides. Interesting. I don't know.
Oh, a nice touch by Barr.
Nice touch. Oh, just didn't look like they got in sync there. Is that a light?
Yeah, I think one of the
I think a light potentially might have gone out. Huh.
As we see, guys, some technical difficulties. It's a light right near us that keeps flickering on and off. Hopefully it doesn't affect your view, folks.
Not many shots on goal yet in today's game. Only, a couple minutes in, so not sure will change, hopefully. Mr. Davis, any thoughts on Embry Riddle coming into today's game?
Excuse me?
Any thoughts on Embry Riddle coming to today's game?
Well, they're 4-1, so they have a very promising game today. Hopefully they can, their objective is to win the game, obviously, so they prove the 5-1. And we're going to see them be very aggressive early, as you see right now.
I think this will be a huge momentum builder if Tampa wins.
Definitely.
Beating a team 4-1 early on the young season could potentially stunt Embry Riddle and could potentially boost the Spartans. So it'll be interesting to see. With that being said, talking about all the fans in attendance, it's nice to see some students joining today's game.
Yes.
Some Saturday action.
And as it's the weekend, it's not only about students, but there's also plenty of families, which of course makes it a great atmosphere, and we're all happy to see this amazing game.
Very well said, Fabricio.
You know what the funny thing was? Last game, Ecker College, what they had all the walk-ons. They had a lot of spectators that were away with their jerseys and in support. It was a lot. I would say there was a lot more away people than home spectators.
Well, I've tried to convince Mr. Colby about this a couple of times. I don't know if I'm on deaf ears or maybe I just haven't talked loud enough about it, but I think we should have like more uniforms, like jerseys and stuff in the store. I know he doesn't control that, but I feel like a lot more students would be sporting
like a training kit.
Yeah, soccer jerseys or
without it could be like without the number.
Anything. Yeah.
Just be like Tampa Spartans.
Yeah, I feel like even the away jerseys the Spartans wear, a lot of people said they like those. If we could have those in the store, you'd see a lot of those getting sold off the shelves. Kicked back to the Embry Riddle goalie, and she looks to kick it down the middle of the field. Fabrizio, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I think it's been a very tough game for both teams. They're just playing in the midfield, and they just can't handle an offensive side. I think it's difficult for them to get an opportunity because both defenses are very good, but it's going to be interesting, and this game is just starting.
A very long game, folks. I think both teams.
I believe that was off a Spartan defender, and I think it will be a corner kick for Embry Riddle. So potential first scoring opportunity of today's game about to go underway.
See, I would actually like to point out after this corner kick.
Sure.
After this corner kick, I would point something out.
Okay, cool. Embry Riddle with the kick. Ball curving inside, middle of the kick. And nice save
by Lisa Campbell.
By the Tampa goalkeeper. Point you were going to make, Mr. Davis.
So what I was going to say is that last game, Spartans, they actually gave up a goal in the second minute.
Sure.
And the previous game, they gave up a goal early in the first half, and they didn't rebound from that, and they lost 1-0.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they cannot give up a goal early.
I feel like if you're going to give up a goal early would be the time to give up the goal so you have time to make up with it. It can be a little defeating for some teams. I've seen some teams get scored on early, and that's the end of it. Now you're battling from behind and batting from a neutral position. So
yeah. I was really impressed how the Spartans rebounded and they won the game last game. So I'm hoping that they still have momentum from last game.
That's good on the young season to have some battle-tested games because you know what you can do. Some teams actually go undefeated. My favorite example has nothing to do with soccer, but it's actually Gonzaga. They went 30-0. They played the national championship game. First time they were actually downing. Didn't know how to react to being down. So hopefully that will do well for the young Spartans on the season, and hopefully that they learn how to face deficits. So if they're down 3-1, 3-2, they know how to come back.
And we were speaking about the Spartan spirit. I think it's all about momentum, but also this team has a lot of courage. They know how to be brave in the important moments. And for now, they're just trying to get the ball back. I think that's a very important part in soccer. If you control the ball, you create danger, and that's what they have to focus on.
Spartans looking to push down the right side, looking middle.
There's hostage.
Potential scoring opportunity. Hostage. Not held, but miss hostage.
And I believe it's the first corner kick for the University of Tampa.
Can we see who will be kicking it? I can't see the number from here. Any of you? I need to get binoculars next game.
Also, I would like to point out number 20, Steigerwald, actually had an injury last game, so we don't know the update on that yet, but we'll try to get an update soon, as she's not joining us for this game. She fell down pretty hard.
Corner kick. Potential goal opportunity here for the Spartans. And it's a goal!
An amazing goal over there in the near box.
Left top corner. You could not have painted it any perfectly. We're talking about early goals. Now we have to worry if Embry Riddle can't handle an early goal here on this young season.
Wow.
Very well done. Did we see who scored the goal? I couldn't see the number.
Elena Barr, number 3.
And that's amazing. That's what you have to be focused on. You have to do the corner kicks rightly, and that's so important in this game. And what a great goal. What an amazing way to put that ball into the back of the net. And now Tampa is leading.
Speaking about Miss Elena Barr, she is a 5'6" junior from Melbourne, Florida. It's a fantastic way to start the game, and it's nice to see the energy for Tampa's picking up. Is more of an offensive now. As we see, they're more energized, it feels like. I don't know if that just broke through and now they feel like they can. There's beautiful job on that handling from number 10. Miss Ostage, fantastic job handling the ball. Trying to put it in the middle, hopefully looking for another early goal here for the Spartans. Kick, middle side, header opportunity, just a little too high. Embry Riddle looking to try to press a little bit, tie the game.
And we were speaking
Good
about
defense.
Now we see the University of Tampa trusting themselves. They scored a goal, they have the ball, and it's their momentum.
Fantastic job by Steigerwald on that defensive.
But here's the Eagles on the counter. Let's see if they can retaliate.
Outside. Action seemed to have picked up after that goal. It seems like it was kind of a dead period. They're in the middle, no man's land. No woman's land.
Wow, you gotta love the hustle out of hostage.
Fantastic job so far. You've seen her multiple times pushing, and the handling, the feet skills she has is fantastic. She had a perfect ball down the middle, just no one was home.
Okay, Hostage, a grad student out of Syracuse, coming down to Tampa to play for the Spartans.
Eagles kicker, punts it, middle of the field. Shout out to both Tampa coaches on their coaching on defense. Like I said, and I'll say it probably 1,000 times more, their defense has been superb so far this game. Could you say their defense was really good last game too, Mr. Davis?
Defense was definitely good last game, definitely. Especially after they gave up the first goal. But his shot.
Wide right of the net.
Huge opportunity there.
Let's hope the Spartans can get a clean sheet. Louisa Campbell out of the goalkeeper. Let's hope she can get a clean sheet tonight.
Ball's kicked out of bounds and into the new building. If you're a construction worker, you get to go home with a NCAA Division II soccer ball.
I would like to point out Renee Tao, who plays the backup position. I believe it's number 18, I would say. She's definitely a defensive force. Defensive force, definitely.
Speaking of number 18, Renee Tao, she is from Raleigh, North Carolina. She's a senior defenseman, 5'4". Spartans look to kick down the left side.
You're going to see a hustle tonight. Watch.
We will look out for that, Mr. Davis. And the Eagles look to toss it in. Here with 31 minutes remaining here in the first half. If you're just joining us, Tampa got an early goal. Left side corner to start off this game against Embry Riddle. Would be a huge opportunity here on the young season to get momentum to the Spartans. as the Embry Riddle team is 4-1.
And that's the importance of corner kicks. I think that this game, in what we've seen, and of course how they're playing, it's difficult to get into the other team's goal. And now, of course, it was a huge opportunity, and they got the chance to put that ball into the box, and of course to put it in the back of the net.
Tampa looks like they're playing 4 back now, right, Fabrizio?
Yeah, it seems like they changed the formation.
This goes out of bounds.
I don't know if the coach wants
Here,
to keep
real
the
quick,
lead
cameraman.
and
We're going to
just go
show.
with that
Oh, we
way.
can't show. I was going to show you all the beautiful.
Formation.
Pardon me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. I was going to try to show them. We have a beautiful sunset and beautiful clouds at hand. If you live in Tampa, you're not shocked. You probably see this every night, but the sights never get old. Good save by the Spartans goalkeeper.
You know, I saw dry lightning. I think it's called dry lightning. I saw
Heat lightning, yeah.
5 of them, like right above that building.
That's why we're called the Tampa Lightning in hockey.
Tampa
Yeah.
Lightning.
I was told we have the most lightning anywhere in the world.
Wow.
Now, again, is that accurate? Who knows? I don't know how you statistically rate lightning, but I was told that. So, for those listening, if you want to call in, text in, let us know if that's a true statement or not. But anyway, that being said, Embry Riddle looking to potentially get a scoring opportunity, and the referee has called a penalty.
And now again, we could see that it was very difficult for the away team to defend that corner kick, but now there's an opportunity. The ball has stopped, and it's going to be the other way around, and Tampa has to defend it, and of course to be brave in that ball that's going to come into the box.
Number 6 for Embry Riddle looking to tie this game up. Isabella Navin with the kick. Kick down the middle, inside. Potential scoring opportunity here. Tampa desperately trying to get it out. And it will be a eagle throw-in. They throw it in, and we will have a corner kick.
Wow, somebody said it.
Yeah, sunsetting, folks. We should show you the camera cannot go up, and probably for good reason, so you guys can focus on the soccer game. And the corner kick is up and away. Header up and over the net.
A close one.
It was a close one. From our point of view, I thought for some reason it snuck in, but looks like it just went up and over. If we could try to get a quick clip of the... No, yeah. We can't raise it high enough to get above it.
Well, that's the farthest it goes?
What?
That's the farthest it goes, the camera?
Yeah, the camera just can't go up. Oh. Anyway, Embry Riddle here looking to tie this game up.
There's Tao, like I was saying before.
Good job clearing the ball. Number 10, Hostage.
Great control, too, and now I counter.
Fantastic job controlling the ball. Gabby racing down the left side. It's a race. She saves it from going out. Saves it from going out of bounds for a brief second, but ends up going out of bounds. Embry Riddle with a throw-in. Got some fans cheering on. And that will be a Tampa throw-in. Number 23, Gabby throwing it in. Hostage down the left side. Probably one of the best soccer handlers on the team, I would say. Good feet.
Spartans have a great midfield too. So the dribbling skills are very on point. I would like to add that.
And at this specific moment, you can clearly see that
there was a penalty called. I don't know exactly what they call, but Embry Riddle now pushing.
You say it's a 4-2-3-1?
Yeah, and I think this formation changed, of course.
Potential opportunity here for Embry Riddle.
Goal that University of Tampa scored.
Nice job by Gabby.
Nice
good
dribbling
move
by the Suttles.
Another amazing
one.
Good handles. This women's soccer team has a lot of handles.
I would say the Spartans had the majority possession percentage, maybe like 80-20, 70-30, I would say.
I sure would say they are controlling this game so far.
But still plenty of game to play for now.
Plenty of game to play, like we said in the beginning. If you are just joining us here with 25-27 left in the first half. We had one goal, an early goal, but before that, it was a bunch of back and forth, almost like ping pong like action in the middle of the field. Not a lot of offense on either side.
Seems like number 20 Steigerwald is actually limping. And at the previous game, she actually had an injury. She fell down.
So hopefully she's okay. Tampa does have heat, so potentially could be a cramp or something.
I'd like to point out that she actually had to get carried off, like she had to get helped off.
Last time?
She actually her feet were not touching the ground. She had to kind of get
carried off last time.
For now, it's interesting, but only University of Tampa are warming up. For now, University of Tampa players are warming up. For now, the away team that's actually losing, the Eagles, are not trying to do any substitution. So that's interesting, and it seems like the coaches are now satisfied with the result.
Seems like he has a lot of faith in his players.
Totally.
Tampa, that should be a foul. Yep, and
no
it
yellow
is.
cards yet.
Not a lot of yellow cards. Me and Fabricio called a game probably about a week and a half ago, I believe, something around there. And it was against Auburn Montgomery, and they had 6 to 7 yellow cards.
It was a women's or men's?
It was a men's game.
The men's?
Yeah.
Last game for the women's, there was a lot of yellow cards.
A lot of yellow cards.
Number 6 Spillane from the Tritons almost had her second yellow card, but she had a hard foul that got her the yellow card. Very physical game, like I said.
Potential scoring opportunity, and kicked her right to the goalkeeper for Embry Riddle. Good defense by Gabby, number 23. Embry Riddle trying everything to pass the Spartans, but they cannot. Potential scoring opportunity here for the Spartans. Oh, unbelievable try by number 10, Hostage, just left of the net.
Such a good effort, and that's what the University of Tampa has to try to put some passes there. And if we're speaking about pace, we just have a lot of talent here.
Yes, good pacing by Lena Barr, who actually scored the previous goal for the Spartans. Got a nice pass to Kate Hostage.
I honestly would say if that would have been one of the best goal. I mean, that would have been the best goal we've seen all year if that would have gotten in. Good effort and almost snuck in, but just went a little left of the goal. Embry Riddle looking to kick off.
Eagle substitutions entering number 13, Savannah Shane. Replacing number 24, Allie McMahon. And number 16, Amara Carlson. Replacing number 9, Maria Miro-Stein.
Seems like the first substitution of the game just happened.
Let's see if that can make a difference for the Eagles. As
Embry Riddle push down the left side, looking middle. Embry Riddle looking to tie this game up. Right quick, kick on goal, and right at the Tampa goal keeper. By Mrs. Camel.
There's a foul there, but the referee says nothing happened. The ball is still for the University of Tampa with 22 minutes left in this first half.
Goalkeeper Lavisa Camel looks very confident tonight. During the pregame, I actually gave her a fist bump. Really, I was hoping she would give me a fist bump. She gave me a fist bump back, and she said, "Thank you."
Very well said, Mr. Davis. I would say she doesn't have to worry too much. There hasn't been a lot of shots on net yet, but she is going to help be the key reason if the Spartans do win this game, because I wouldn't be shocked if for some reason Embry Riddle does not score here in the first half if they don't come out with a strong offensive position. Hopefully trying to put a lot more shots on net than they have in the first half.
Yeah, let's see if they can break down that defense that's playing so tight.
There's whistles being blown. We do not know what for.
I believe it is because of a substitution.
Substitution, potentially, yeah.
Steal the ball for Tampa. Important to keep that ball.
Fabrizio, we were talking about this last time. It's interesting to see how teams react when they're up 1-0. Do they try to play on the defensive or they keep up the attack? Spartans' defense has been nonstop, but actually, give me 1 second. Penalty against University of Tampa.
And something I want to highlight about soccer here at the University of Tampa, we know that the men's team is full of international players, but this team actually has plenty of American players. So, as we were saying, Tate and of course Brandon, you all guys are from here, and we know that soccer for women is very important, and it's been developed in the last years.
Sure.
I can say it because of the World Cup. They won many World Cups.
1 second, kick inside. Almost. Can you score off? You can score off it, yeah. That was almost a goal, but continue what you're saying, Fabrizio. Apologies.
Yeah, just saying, soccer is going so fast here in this country, but of course women's soccer is so interesting, and of course I want to highlight that there's plenty of Americans playing in this University of Tampa team.
Plenty of American soccer players. There's one I believe I saw earlier from Norway. We have a couple from, let's see, mostly United States. You're right, Fabrizio. I believe actually only one from Norway. Is actually the international front. It's amazing to say because on the men's side, it's heavily international. But like we said, women's soccer team here in the U.S. has grown substantially. They've won 2 World Cups. Played tons of friendlies, make a lot of money, and that was the whole argument. The team just keeps growing. USA Soccer has done a really good job with the women's program, and they look to keep winning. I don't see really a reason why they wouldn't. The Olympics, I don't think were as good or as expected, but I wouldn't be shocked if they defend their World Cup title again here very soon.
Yeah, for sure. The Olympics wasn't the best tournament for them, but we all know that the U.S. in women's soccer is just unbeatable.
Tampa fans disagreeing with the referee's decisions, and yeah. Nothing much more we can say about that, but
I believe there was a recent thing happening with the compensation with the women's team.
I don't want to. The reason I don't want to speak on that for a bunch of reasons. I don't have any against opinions. I think they're the best players in our nation. I think the men's team hasn't really hasn't held anything with them. Not an amazing save by University of Tampa goalkeeper. But what I'm saying is the men's team hasn't done nearly as well as the women's team. It's just such a hard economic issue that I don't want to comment on it just for a number of reasons.
Yeah, and you can see like the U.S. women team won the World Cup, and the men national team didn't even qualify to the World Cup. They lost to Trinidad and Tobago, and they didn't even qualify to the last World Cup. I mean, that's unbelievable. In Russia 2018, now a new World Cup is coming, and the U.S. is still struggling, trying to find a good men's soccer team, but I'm sure they're going to be there on the next World Cup.
Very well said. I believe they announced a part of that World Cup, I believe 2026. Miami is announced as one of the locations that they'll be holding games for the World Cup, so that should be very interesting. If any of University of Tampa Spartans that will be around in 2026, only a 4-hour trip. World Cup's once-in-a-lifetime experience. I would recommend any student listening to us try to find a way down there and at least experience the tailgate because there will be a lot of culture there, and I think it will be beneficial for any student.
Yes, we love the culture.
Love the culture. Like I said, that issue with the women's soccer team getting paid and the men's soccer team getting paid, it's such an economic issue. Women should get paid substantially more than men, in my opinion, just based off the results they've provided. Yeah,
achievements, everything.
But again, it comes back to economic issue. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know what the deals are, so I don't want to speak on something I don't know. So
yeah, I just wanted to point out because I actually read that article. It was recent, so I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, they might have gotten compensation. There's been a lot of talk about it, so it might have gotten around to. I haven't seen the results, so I don't want to speak on it. If you saw something different, feel free to speak about it. But
nice pass by Richardson.
Another beautiful pass. Tampa with two beautiful touches. Potential goal scoring opportunity here for the Spartans, and kicked out away, but will be a corner kick for the Spartans.
A brutal connection over there, and the Spartans are still creating some danger. I think that's the important thing about this team, that you don't expect that, but they just arrive and they create some dangerous plays.
And we know that the Tampa Spartans, they have a lot of speed with all their plays, but Jaleesa Richardson is actually one of the fastest players on the Spartans. As she comes off the bench and always brings intensity and motivation for her teammates.
A corner kick coming in. The goalkeeper takes it out, but Tampa
Spartans look to kick middle. Potential another goal scoring opportunity. Just barely misses the top. Goes up and over. If it was American football, it would be 3 points, but it's not, and it's out of bounds. So,
what a goal that would have been! Wow.
Tampa looking to keep shooting keep putting shots on net. Love to see it.
That was Alina Barr. Again, she scored the previous goal.
Beautiful goal by Mrs. Barr. Right top left net. Just put it right up there. Really couldn't have placed it any better if she tried.
That bender would have been amazing. She had great touch on the ball, too.
(15-12) remaining here in the first half. Spartans are leading 1-0 against Embry Riddle here in the Sunshine State Sunday night conference game. We got a beautiful skyline, beautiful sky, and got a helicopter flown overhead. So, good night overall for Spartan faithful. Beautiful kick down the middle.
Also, more fans are coming in. I think plenty of people are just coming back from dinner. They might head into this game. I think it's quite a good experience to spend your Saturday watching some good soccer.
And as much as I want to talk about soccer, since we are at a soccer match, I do want to ask you, because you're both obviously students here, and I'm just curious, what in your opinion is the best restaurant on campus?
Ooh, that's a tough one. If you want fast food, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, okay.
The healthy food is all in the dining hall, so if you want some good nutrition, go to the dining hall.
Dining hall.
I agree on that, and I want to give some credit to Salsa Rico.
Yes.
They do
Wait, real quick, Fabricio. Potential scoring opportunity here for the Spartans. We're waiting. Kick. Just left of the net. I think she got kind of caught up deciding whether or not to pass it or shoot it, and deciding to shoot it just went a little left in that. But as you were saying about the food,
I think she should have waited for her teammates to come down to pitch.
Yeah, and 2 new players are coming in, 1 substitution per team.
But as we're saying about the food as we wait.
Yeah, I just want to give some credit to Salsa Rico. I believe they do great burritos, they do great food. A bowl is never wrong, you know. And of course, there's plenty of options here on campus, and that's a good thing. We're lucky about that, and we just have the opportunity to enjoy some great food.
I would like to also give a shout out to Fresh Creations, as you know, students who want to work out, have a post-workout meal, they'll go to Fresh Creations.
Very well said, Mr. Davis. Embry Riddle looking to somehow get a goal here. Good shot for Embry Riddle. Was close and went right of the net. They're trying everything they can to tie this game up here in the first half.
Very even game.
It's a good possession by Eagles.
I would say it's been a very good game so far. Not a lot of fouls, too. Fans are out. Overall, good game so far, I would say.
I haven't seen that many chances from the Eagles like they had before. So I would like to see a little bit more. That was a really good possession by the Eagles.
Spartans.
Great pass there.
Beautiful pass to clear it.
Well, that was Zilla for caught in that play. Just try to get it to a teammate. I believe that's Kirkpatrick on the other end.
I wish I could tell you. My eyesight right now, I don't know why it's doing so poorly, but it's hard seeing the smaller numbers.
Well, I have 15-20 vision, so I can help you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Davis. The human binocular over there. Tampa throwing it in. Beautiful pass to the middle just to get it centered and away from the Chicago players. And that seemed to be building up there. Embry Riddle pushing down the left side, looking to make this a tie game. Good defense by the Spartans. We're looking if there's a penalty.
It's just going to be a corner kick, but the player's still down.
Hopefully the player is okay. Good defense by the Spartans.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I would say it's a good call by the ref.
I would say it's a solid call. Looks like he got much ball. Happened for it to trip.
We were speaking last game about technology in soccer. Would it be necessary to have video assistant referee here?
Here's the thing. I actually mentioned that the last game because as the ball actually almost went in, it like aligned with the line in the bounce. So I was talking about like maybe if they would have had a VAR, it could have been a different decision. So maybe they have enough money to get a VAR.
Kick, middle, potential shot for Embry Riddle, just over everyone's head and out of bounds. Like you were saying with VAR, I think if, we had the funding potentially, but it's one of those things where it would have to be equal for everyone. So it would have to be Embry Riddle would have to have one, everyone would have to have one, because you can have one game where there was and one game where there wasn't.
And we've seen a lot of controversy with that in the world with the Premier League.
Sure. I feel like everyone has to have it for you to play by those rules. Same, we talked about over at D2 Baseball when I call games over there. If there's an instant replay thing, the only way we'd ever be able to do it is if everyone had it. Because if one game you did, one you didn't, that could sway, one game or the other. And that, at the end of the season, could be the reason some teams go to the regionals, some don't. So That is my take on the matter.
It's a big controversy, a big debate. I think that before we had this technology, we all complained, and we thought that soccer wasn't just. And now that we have the technology, we're complaining, and we want that soccer back. We feel like there's a loss of passion. That, of course, there are plenty of actions or plays that are very good to see. They're just taking all the passion out of it because, of course, they're taking the goals out. They're giving some red cards that maybe before wouldn't even happen. So there's kind of this controversy. I feel like before we all asked for technology, and now we all ask for the soccer to come back as it was.
Well, I definitely agree with that statement.
Kick down the middle for the Spartans. Potential pressing opportunity for the Spartans. Fantastic job by the Spartans here early on. Potential scoring opportunity here for the Spartans. Kick inside. Nobody home. Tampa seems to be a little tired. Look like maybe substitutions would be a smart idea here.
Oh, she had
just back running back and forth.
Sorry about that, but she had a lot of space on the other side, but the pass wasn't very effective, and now the University of Tampa getting the possession.
Seems like Steigerwald is looking healthy as she's running down the pitch.
That's good to see.
Definitely good to see.
Spartans women doing a great job pushing the ball down the field, leading their teammates. Out of bounds, and it looks like it will be a Tampa throw-in. Looks like it will be another Tampa throw-in. Well, maybe you're just eating dinner, maybe you just got through eating dinner. If you're just joining us, 8:48 here in the first half. Spartans are ahead 1-0 against the the SSC conference game of the week, I would say, versus Embry Riddle. So thank you, welcome, thank you for joining us. Hopefully you enjoy this three-person commentary. My name, Tate, alongside Fabricio, and of course, Mr. Davis. Oh, another scoring opportunity for the Spartans just north of the net.
Had two of her teammates aligned with her. Could have been either way. She could have passed it. She could have shot it.
I think it was a good. Thought it was a good shot.
I think it
good
was a good
chance.
decision by her. Because the other two teammates were marked, so
just got a little too much under it, and I think it just went a little high.
And again, I want to speak about being three commentators. I believe that's very good. That's interesting. We have three different perspectives, three different opinions, and that's just new. And of course, everything's changing. Everything's becoming new. And of course, watching these soccer games with more people that love this game, that love sports, I think that's a great opportunity, and we're just lucky to be here.
Very well said, Fabricio. I would like to mention with that is my time doing commentary here at University of Tampa. This is my first year calling soccer, of course, but this is the first year I've seen this many fans show up for a game. So maybe in the past there has been a bunch, but I would say this is the most I've seen. Also, we had a COVID year 1 year while I was here, and then also the beginning of COVID happened when I was, my beginning year. But yeah, very well said. I would say that it's nice to see everyone out supporting soccer. I like this three-man broadcast scoop. You guys follow more international soccer. I follow more Major League Soccer.
I call it three-headed monster right here.
We're trying to get the chemistry down so we know the timing, so we can call a game and some fun facts for you folks. So apologies if we're a little off on that, but we're working to get better every game. But I think we're doing a good job so far. Embry Riddle had a scoring opportunity there, just missed wide left. And Tampa looks to keep pushing. But yeah, no, like I said, this three-person broadcast booth, I like talking to both of you, so it makes it really easy. Also interesting perspective because y'all are different years than me, so way y'all see things is a little bit differently, I would say. Also, you guys probably you guys still live on campus?
I live off campus.
You live off campus? You live on campus?
I live off campus.
You live off campus, so we all three live off campus. Did you all live on campus during the COVID?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how was that? I always like to ask because I did not. Wait, potential scoring opportunity here for the Spartans.
Second goal. An amazing play over there, and just Tampa with an amazing advantage before the halftime.
Wow, what a goal from Jaleesa Richardson.
Fantastic job.
She was there at the time that she needed to be there.
A sliding goal. Tampa up against this 4-1 Embry Riddle team. You might want to watch out, folks. If they play with this much intensity and this much passion this early on for the rest of the season, we may have a real strong contender for a Sunshine State title this year.
Definitely. But I wouldn't count out the Eagles. We still have another half yet, folks. We still have another half.
Yeah, don't get too far ahead of yourself, but I would say it's okay to celebrate. It'll be interesting to see how this Embry Riddle team plays as, they're down 2-0. Do you go straight offensive? Do you start changing your formations? Who knows? We'll find out. But the energy looks to increase a little bit because I feel like if you don't score here in the first half, it's going to be very tough to score at least 3 goals, maybe 2 goals and they tie, but it's very tough in soccer, as Fabricio and to score 3 goals in a soccer game.
It's just not basketball as they go back and forth in scoring. Soccer is very difficult to score.
Yeah, and I feel like since the beginning of the game, Tampa was getting out with great confidence, and now they're just winning even more confidence. They have a lead, and they're just calm, and only 5 minutes left.
Substitution entering number 32, Sophie Schrader. Replacing number 19, Stephanie De La Focar.
Well, they've controlled most of this game, no question. Eagles, they haven't had the post in the game. They've had difficulty in trying to get their offense going, as you can see that. But like I said, we have a second half, and hopefully come up with more energy and more determination. So yeah.
Yeah, and speaking about how the struggles have been for the away team offense, the Eagles haven't been able to score or even to get closer to the goal. And I just want to give some credit to Tampa's defense. They've been very solid, and they've been there when they had to be there.
Beautiful kick. Stop the press. 4:54 here in the first half. Tampa leads 2-0. 1 early goal, 1 goal just recently. And your Spartans are ahead of the Embry Riddle Eagles, looking to take it into the halftime. Speaking of Embry Riddle Eagles, speaking about the international team, the people who are from international countries and other countries around the world, we have someone from Iceland, England, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Sweden, and Finland.
A lot of Swedish players, I actually covered, I broadcasted the game last night for the women's volleyball team, and they versed,
And out of bounds.
The team that they versed last night, they had a lot of players from Russia. They had a lot of players from Puerto Rico. There's only 2 American players on their team.
And that's what's cool about sport, It's so international. Everybody knows it. And everybody's just happy to spot this amazing game. And
potential handball there.
And no
fans
foul.
calling for it.
Right there.
And that's a foul. In the end,
they
the
foul
ball's
at
getting back to the University
Tampa.
of Tampa.
Fans and us also. Potential handball.
Speaking about Swedish players, we have our own Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh, potential foul. No foul called. Embry Riddle.
Towel.
Nice job by Camo to clear it.
Speaking of Sweden, we also have IKEA. If you want to shop there, very convenient for college students. I would definitely recommend parents. A lot of cheap stuff there, so definitely get your stuff at IKEA.
No better idea.
Tampa goalkeeper being smart with the ball, letting time drop down as we're nearing halftime here. Nice header. Embry Riddle, scoring opportunity potentially.
Great defensive coverage.
Good defensive coverage. Potential shot on net. And good defensive save by Mrs. Camel.
She's trying to cross that one.
In net.
But almost went in.
She ended up getting a corner kick, so maybe one of the last opportunities for this first half.
So McCarthy missed her man, but Tao recovered. And Tao almost got a foul on that because she fell down to the ground. Always using her body, trying to sway the offense.
Get balance.
Potential shot for Embry Riddle to make this a 2-1 game here with a minute 30 left. Going for an over-the-head header and miss for Embry Riddle. Embry Riddle still with the ball. Looking.
13 got up on that one. She almost got that one.
And again, Tampa doing really well with their defense.
We have a minute 8 and counting down as we head to halftime. Embry Riddle looking to sneak one in real quickly here before halftime.
1 minute remaining in the first
Shot.
half. 1 minute.
Oh, off the
It's going to be a goal kick.
goal kick, yeah. Okay. It looked like it hit off the post, but it must have been the back post. And
It's a good shot on target by number 6.
smart play by Miss Campbell to take her time as we count down from 39 down here to halftime. Spartans looking to clear.
Nice touches by Spartans.
Embry Riddle with 20 seconds to put it down one. And smart play to just kick it high, far, and up and over, folks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody, go get yourself a little bit something to eat, whether it be Salsa Rico, whether it be the dining hall. The score is 2-0. University of Tampa leads against Embry Riddle here on the Sunshine State Conference action of this beautiful Saturday night. Fabricio, Mr. Davis, before we go to half, anything you would like to say?
Just, we're about to see an amazing second half, and we're just happy about it.
I believe it's going to be a comeback. I believe that the way team is going to get a goal in the second half. I believe that the coach is going to talk to them, and they might get a goal.
I hope you're wrong, Mr. Davis. Go Spartans. We'll be back here shortly.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. A UT education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain a remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless. Nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program. and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
Hello everyone, back to some Saturday night SSC Sunshine State Conference action. University of Tampa Spartans scored 2 goals in the first half, facing off against the 4-1 Embry Riddle Eagles. It'll be interesting to see how Embry Riddle plays this, if they're harsh on the attack. My name's Tate Gephardt, alongside
Fabrizio Mejia
and Brendan Davis.
As we hear in the second half, thoughts on the second half, how you think this will go? Mr. Davis.
Well, I think that I actually think that the Spartans will actually win, and I think that they're going to contain their lead, and I think they're going to play very aggressive. What do you think?
I think it's going to be really interesting to see the reaction that the Eagles are going to have. But for now, Tampa might just control the ball and keep the possession and wait for the game to end, or try to score more goals. I believe that doing a defensive formation wouldn't be the smartest choice.
Very well said. Speaking of a scoring opportunity, here's a potential one here in the second half. Mrs. Hostage, one of the best ball handlers. Best dribblers, I should say, on the team. Sorry, I talk basketball commentary every now and then. Apologies. One of the best dribblers on this team. That's some really nice moves here tonight. And it's kicked out of bounds. So, Mr. Davis, you said that you thought the Embry Riddle would come back, and then you changed it over halftime, saying you think the Spartans will win. What made that change? What did you see that made you make that change? The aggressiveness in the Spartans?
Definitely coming out and with a lot of intensity. I think that the opposing team, the intensity has remained consistent. So, unless the coach has said anything else, it seems they seem a little bit more consistent with the pace.
Very well said, Mr. Davis. And Embry Riddle throws it in. Spartans pushing. Down the left side. Oh, yep. Oh! Right
And there was
in
a
the
foul.
face. I hope she's okay. That was a punt.
They're all trying to see if she's okay. We all hope she's okay, but just before that there was a foul, and now the ball is kind of getting back to the University of Tampa.
Shades of Scott Sterling from the YouTube video. Hope she's okay. Oh, someone's getting escorted to the sideline. Hopefully, we're hoping she's okay. I can't really get a number. Do you know who is walking to the sideline, Davis?
That is Kate Hostage.
Kate Hostage?
Yeah. We've seen her over the previous games. They definitely have all the players. They have a lot of deflections, but not a deflection like that. They hit off right off the face. Wow.
Oh, is that the one who got hit in the face? Okay.
Yeah, she got hit off the face. Yeah.
Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully it didn't hit anything. We resume play.
Substitution entering number 13, Lakin Gallman, replacing number 10, Catherine Hostage.
Replacing Mrs. Hostage. Fabricio, if you don't mind telling who will be entering the game.
It is Lakin Gallman from Mountie Holly. She went to Mountain Island School. And yeah, this is a great substitution. She's a forward. And of course, he wants to score more goals for the University of Tampa. And I like how this team is actually doing this second half. I believe they're not going into defense. They want to score more goals, and that's pretty attractive to see more offense.
I would say the offensive, like you were saying, I feel like in soccer, from my brief time as calling soccer, would say the second half adjustment of continuing to put pressure on even though you're in the lead is a good way about going about things. Spartans look to do that. Mr. Davis, thoughts?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the objective that the Spartans have, and you see that right now.
Well, speaking of offensive, Spartans looking to score here. Ball is in the box, and the Embry Riddle Eagle goalkeeper kicks it away.
And we're just speaking about the defense, but I also want to speak about the midfield. I believe that Tampa's midfield is pretty solid. There was space on the sides, but the midfield is so aggressive and so focused that they're just cutting all the balls and getting the ball back for their own team. So that's something I just want to speak about.
Tampa with a throw-in. Bicycle-looking kick. No one home. Quick update, Fabricio, if you don't mind me asking. I haven't watched a lot of international soccer. I know you're a huge fan of international soccer. You as well, Mr. Davis. Thoughts on Ronaldo and how he's doing so far? I saw the first game. He scored 2 goals. 1 second. We'll actually get into that here in a second. Embry Riddle with a potential scoring opportunity. And we'll be out of bound. We'll mention the Ronaldo thing after this corner kick right here. Spartans faithful cheering on the Spartans. Love to hear it. So Fabricio often says the Spartan spirit is well and alive here tonight. And the kick. Oh, fantastic job. Spartans defender, where's? Who made that?
Number 23, Gabby DeSuttles. She was the one that saved that.
Nice save. Well, I'll bring up the Ronaldo thing, but real quick, we want to see if there's potential scoring opportunity here for Embry Riddle. Strong defense by the Spartans. Okay, as I was speaking on Cristiano Ronaldo real quickly, we can hopefully get this in. Thoughts on him so far with his new team?
I believe
or
we all know
old team.
Manchester United is a historic team, and also Cristiano Ronaldo being Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think the season started very well for the Red Devils. Cristiano Ronaldo scoring 2 goals on his debut after he kept scoring. But of course, the important
potential going
is the Premier League, and it hasn't been very good for them. They got out of the Carabao Cup too. Cristiano Ronaldo is doing a great job, but Manchester United isn't finding like a system. And they also had a tough Champions League debut. They lost to Swiss Young Boys. That's the team's name. And just Cristiano Ronaldo, I believe he's such an amazing player. We don't have to describe what he's done. And these Red Devils are going to be contenders, but for now it's been quite difficult for them.
Yeah. And also, I'd just like to include that the Premier League is one of the most difficult leagues in international soccer. So when Ronaldo coming back to Man United, pressure has followed him too. So he is being judged by, not just him, but he is being judged by every game he plays. So fans, every game that we play, whether you lose or not, you're judged by it. So that's just how sports is.
Potential scoring opportunity here for the...
That's a penalty.
A penalty in the box. Will this be a penalty shot?
I believe it was. The defender wasn't actually...
Spartans fans do not agree with the call. Sorry to cut you off, Fabricio. Looks like we will have a penalty kick, and it looks like this game may get a little bit more action, a little bit more life. Let's see if Mrs. Camel can prevent a 2-1 game. Spartans fans wait. Still disagreeing with the call. Embry Riddle fans also waiting. And the kick. And it sneaks in. Embry Riddle scores their first goal of the night.
And my prediction was that,
And looks, I'm confused.
No, it was a goal, but I think one of the players was actually having a discussion with the goalkeeper. The referee says just split each other, and the goal is valid.
I think it's good for the ref. Keep the sportsmanship intact. It's okay to be excited, folks. If you're a young fan, young Spartan, athlete of any sport, I think it's okay to show passion when you're excited. It's okay to be passionate about the sport you love. You guys put heart, time into it. It's my take I've had for a long time. If you play baseball, you want to do a bat flip, football, you want to spike a ball, soccer, you want to celebrate, do it as long as it's not directly in front of the players facing. You're just enjoying the passion of the sport. I think that's okay. There, got a little chippy between the two. I think good call by the referee.
Agreed.
As we're saying with Ronaldo, real quickly, I do want to say the most followed most followed athlete on Instagram. I think somewhere around 300 and something million followers.
And not only athlete, he's the person with more followers
in the world. Okay, most followers. That's interesting, nonetheless. If it was if he had an army, we would be in trouble. But luckily, it's just followers.
And that's interesting because we would think it could be a singer, maybe an actor, but it's actually a soccer player. So it means that the impact of sport is just too big that people just love to see it.
Well, he's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He has his own hotels, fragrance line, cologne, everything. So Cristiano is everything.
Well, this becomes an interesting topic. If everyone donated $1, you'd have $320 million or whatever that is equated to euros. Good defensive play by the Spartans in a...
Just wanted to point out that the Eagles scored early in the second half as I predicted. And I think that should be definitely a turning point for the Eagles as they come into the second half.
You did predict it. Would you like to predict any lottery numbers that we can go pick, Mr. Davis?
Unfortunately, I don't bet. I wasn't raised like that, so I wouldn't know too much about betting.
Would you like to throw out a few numbers? Maybe some college kids want some free tuition.
262, 3839, I don't know.
Okay, cool. Check your lottery numbers, folks. You may have a winner. Embry Riddle trying to keep the Spartans at bay. Score is now 2-1. We have a little bit more of an exciting ball game. Spartans were leading 2-0 coming into the second half. And then Embry Riddle was just a penalty kick, which Spartans fans did not like. Nonetheless, score is now 2-1. Spartans lead. University of Tampa Spartans throw in. Embry Riddle seems to have won the scrum. Tampa just will not end. I believe that is Gabby down in the corner.
And just I want to speak about the formation. Seems like because of that goal that just happened earlier, the University of Tampa changed their formation. Now they're playing back to 3 defenders.
Well pointed.
Spartans with a corner kick, looking to expand on their 2-1 lead. Fans anxiously waiting. A third goal. Kick to the middle. Huge opportunity for the Spartans, just missed. Well played nonetheless.
Jackie Morris on the play.
Embry Riddle substitution, entering number 13, Savannah Sheehan. Replacing number 21, Inga Augustada.
Looks like Embry Riddle will be bringing in some substitutions.
Tampa trying to get something. Oh,
just a little far.
There's a Fakad on that play.
Spartans with a nice touch tonight. That one just going a little too far.
And speaking back to the Spartan spirit, I believe that the goal just came and they're not just giving up, you know, they're still fighting, they're just trying to get the ball back. There's no frustration. It isn't actually the Eagles' momentum. I believe it could be Tampa's momentum.
Yeah, they seem very calm and composed, very confident, as they still have the lead. So
you learn a lot about teams when scores happen, when things happen. They don't deflate. It's also nice to see that the fans don't deflate either, shooting words of encouragement onto the pitch. Nice to see, and it shows, you know, a foundation of a really good soccer team. So hopefully throughout this year we'll see more of that, because it's just, like you said, the Spartan spirit and the passion of soccer all together. It's nice to see.
It's just that in sports, to be successful, you have to get a personality, you know, and this team has one.
And you also need to be patient, too.
They seem to have both those things. I think both very well said. As we're speaking, Spartans are throwing in down the sideline. There's a lot of back and forth type action happening on that sideline. Embry Riddle looking to hopefully get another one by and tie this game up here with 34-35 left in the second half. Spartans are ahead 2-1 against the Embry Riddle Eagles.
I would love to see Stephanie De La Facade get another goal, as she got 2 previous goals in the last game. Seems to be a little bit quiet tonight, but the Spartans are leading.
Embry Riddle looking to tie this game up. Spartans doing a good job clearing the soccer ball. An odd bounce off the foot. Nice recovery. Oh, an amazing job keeping the ball in bounds by the Embry Riddle player. Embry Riddle looking to score. A lot of back and forth happening, and Spartans end up with the back and forth. I would say great job of the Embry Riddle player keeping that ball in bounds. Both of us, actually all three of us, probably thought that ball was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just an impressive play nonetheless.
Definitely.
Spartans pushing down the left side. Another good lead kick. Spartans looking for an opportunity. No, Spartan in the middle. Good kick. No one home. Embry Riddle with the save.
Hostage hoping De La Facade was there on that play to try to cross it in.
I don't have the statistical sheet with us, but if we could check, Hostage, I imagine, has to have a lot of assists.
Definitely.
Work on getting that. The Spartans throwing in.
Ooh, a nice touch. Neymar touch on that one.
Potential foul, and they call it. Hostage, I would say, has the best dribbling ability on the team that I've seen so far. Would you agree with me, Mr. I've said Hostage has the best dribbling ability on the Spartans team. Would you agree with me on that statement?
Well, I would say also Steigerwald, honorable mention. But Hostage definitely has a lot of touches because he's in the striker position.
Sure.
I would say collective as a team, all around for the team.
All around good. Okay. Spartans with the throw in. Nice, like we were talking, nice touch by the Spartans. Hostage looking middle. Hostage holding the defender hostage.
Ooh.
Looking to kick middle.
It's a good ball in by Renew Towel, number 18.
You see what I did there? Hostage, holding someone hostage. I try. I looked at a thesaurus today. Basically,
I do that with the volleyball games. Number 11, Katie McKill, the volleyball team. I call her Katie McKill, like the kick ball.
Yeah. Spartans have a lot of names throughout all sports. Very easy play on words. Nonetheless. Kick middle.
actually was a lost opportunity for the Eagles. I believe that there was only 3 defenders for Tampa over there, and they had 3 players on offense. They had the ball, but it didn't go out, and now Tampa is getting the ball back.
Pace of play seeming to be increasing as this match goes on. Looks like there will be some form of substitutions. We await who is leaving and entering the pitch, as they do say, over across the pond.
Equal substitution entering number 22, Natalie Allen, replacing number 6, Isabel Maverick. Tampa substitution entering number 22, Madison McElhone, replacing number 12, Jalissa Richardson.
Coming into the game, Fabricio, if you don't mind telling me who was entering the pitch for the Spartans.
So it is number 22, Madison McElhone. She is from Florida, actually. And this was actually a great chance, but still in. I'm going to let it take. No foul there.
Good defensive job by the Spartans. Fans cheering. As you were saying, entering the pitch.
So again, Madison McElhone is actually coming in.
She's a sophomore from Lutz, Florida. Former school, I believe, FAU, the Owls. So D1 prospect. I believe, unless this is a high school that I'm unfamiliar with, but I believe that is the college. Spartans defense doing a great job. Embry Riddle is trying to throw everything at them, different types of attacks, coming at different positions, and Spartans are just ready and prepared for the Eagles.
And getting back to the defense that's playing very well, you can see that even the goal that the Eagles scored came from a penalty. It wasn't even because of a mistake.
No ball, yeah, very well said. None of it was in live action, I would say. So, very, very well said, Fabricio. Mr. Davis, thoughts?
I would also like to say that, the close.
Close opportunity, ball put back to the middle, and Spartans clear it. Mr. Davis.
Yes, I would like to say the midfield, when they actually have the offensive advantage. The defensive advantage as well, because Steigerwald and Morris are actually closing in on the defenders.
Beautiful touch. Hostage holding the defender hostage. Still has the ball.
Wow.
Putting it middle.
That's a warrior. That's a warrior.
Hostage. Spartans trying everything to get the ball. Embry Riddle realizes it and kicks it into the construction zone. So again, if you are doing construction on the new blue building, you get to go home with 2 Division II soccer balls. Fantastic job so far by Hostage. We've been saying it all night. She's really shown that she has amazing dribbling ability, and she's been leaving it in the middle, just no one has been home. Thoughts, Mr. Davis?
Well, I would say that her teammates should kind of run more a little bit with her and try to
be centered more, as you're saying.
Yeah.
As Fabricio was saying, Miss Hostage was a warrior there. She got knocked down, still stuck with it, and still centered it somehow after all that. And we have another player down. Hopefully she's okay. We have trainers going to go check on her.
Actually, it is Hostage that is down.
It is Hostage. She did kind of, didn't she? She took the ball to the head earlier. Yeah, yes. So hopefully she's still okay. Trainers are probably asking her.
And again, Hostage remembers me of different players such as Mbappe, Gareth Bale, because her pace is just unbelievable.
She does really keep up the pace. You would think she's a step behind, and all of a sudden she's a step ahead. You just love seeing it. We hope she's okay. Let's bring up something else as we await. Hopefully she is okay. So talking about international play this year. So with the men's U.S. soccer team, we talked about it briefly. The women's soccer team's obviously been holding the torch for the U.S. national team. Oh, and Miss Hostage is okay, walking back, and the fans clap. But we're talking about the men's national team not being able to put up with it. But there's they had a nice win against Mexico, right, to win the, I believe, Gold Cup. Where are they looking for the next World Cup? Do they look like they could potentially get in? Are they guaranteed to get in? Fabricio, Davis, thoughts?
So what I can say about the U.S. is that the soccer is growing a lot in here. And you could see that they won the Gold Cup against Mexico. They won the Nations League, that is a new competition. Also, the Major League Soccer played an all-star game against the Mexican League, and they won that game. So it means that the soccer is actually growing. But if we speak about the World Cup, it's interesting because after all that success, the U.S. is actually struggling now to qualify. Of course, it just started. The qualification just started, but for now, the results aren't that good. But I believe they will qualify, but they just have to improve themselves and show how they won against Mexico.
Mr. Davis and Fabricio, you can speak first, but then after, do you guys know what actually has to happen for the U.S. men's team to actually be qualified? I know you said qualifications, but who do we face and what do we have to do to actually get to the World Cup? Mr. Davis.
Well, I would like to say that what the U.S. is doing is that they have their players go to Europe and train and get better, then they come back and they have excellent players. So that's the competition in Europe is really, really difficult. They have the U.S. players, they go and they come back and they're better. So that's one of the methods that the U.S. does. So that's why I believe and I agree with Fabrizio that they will qualify for this upcoming World Cup.
Yeah, I agree on that. And now speaking about the format that you were asking on how to qualify
Sure.
for the World Cup, basically it is they have to play games, one home game, one away game, all in between Central America and North America. Now Mexico is on the lead. The U.S. is playing also there. We have Canada, we have Costa Rica, we have Panama.
So do we have to win 2 or just win 1 to qualify, or is it just depend?
We have to be the ones that have more points.
So it's based off points, so we just have to wait and see on that. Okay, perfectly said. Thank you, Fabricio. Thank you, Mr. Davis. As we were talking, sorry, folks, for those who are watching, ball went over the net. Spartans with a potential opportunity. Riddle looking down the left side and go out of bounds, so it looks like it will be a Spartans throw-in. If you're just joining us, a lot of action on this Sunshine State Conference Saturday night soccer game, women's soccer game, I should say. 25-31 remaining here in the second half. Tampa Spartans lead 2-1, but Embry Riddle looks to tie it up, and hopefully the Spartans hold on and win it.
Seems like the game just slowed a bit. I believe that after that break that they all took because of the injury, they're just trying to get their soccer back. They're trying to get their formation back. And the Eagles, of course, they want to score a goal, but it hasn't been the best choice for them to go and actually attack in the center because the center backs are actually very good for the University of Tampa. And now there's space on the other side.
Spartans pushing. Beautiful patch. Beautiful touch. Looking for a cross to the middle. We await.
The fans stand up.
The kick. Try plays them. And people get tied up in the box. No penalty is called. I do not see how, but moving forward.
That collision was really scary.
Very scary collision. People moving all around the pitch, back and forth.
There's more of this.
Action has increased. Intensity has increased as time ticks down here in the second half. Fans are agreeing with each other. You love to see it. High fives all around. This is the atmosphere that makes Division II soccer the best.
Like I said before, these women, they have no fear. They're aggressive. They play like football players, actually. And they're just really aggressive and strong.
As you were saying, they train a lot, put their bodies on the line for this university. We thank them for that. They're doing a good job so far, leading 2-1 here on the night. Speaking of doing well, pushed down the outside. Fabricio thought maybe they would be offsides. Nothing called. Oh, God, fine.
The linesman has his flag up.
Apologies, he was offsides. I didn't see the camera was right in front of me. Very well said, Fabricio. Good eye. Fans are getting a little bit more talkative as we...
I believe the linesman has the hardest job on the field as a referee.
I would say so.
Those Fabrizio?
I believe Tampa has to focus, keep the ball. Only 23 minutes are left, but Tampa is doing a great job, and of course there's plenty of intensity. We could see the aggressiveness on the previous plays, and they just have to keep that rhythm and try to get another goal.
Tate, would you say the Eagles have plateaued a little bit?
I would say the Eagles have plateaued. I think Fabricio made a good point. They haven't scored a goal yet in live action play. They only scored on a goal kick. So it'll be interesting to see. They could potentially get one through. I don't think they've plateaued per se. I just think the intensity is increasing, and they could sneak one through. And if they sneak one through, they may have a completely different ball game, completely different energy change. But as of right now, Spartans' defense is holding pretty strong. they played great all day. The only goal, like I said, that was scored was based off a controversial call in the box. And, I wouldn't say they plateaued. I said there's a potential chance they do tie it. But if the Spartans score here, I think you would be all but done, in my opinion.
Tampa substitution entering number 13, Megan Gallman. Replacing number 10, Catherine Hostage.
So Hostage goes out.
Hostage actually, is she leaving?
She's leaving, yes. She got
okay,
subbed out.
Coming in for the Spartans.
Lakin Gallman.
From Mount Holly, North Carolina, 5'2" freshman. Both men's and women's soccer team this year doing a fantastic job. I'm going to cut myself off as Embry Riddle is pushing in deep, kicks it a little far and out of bounds. It will be a Spartans throw-in.
Looked like a promising possession from the Eagles, but an unfortunate circumstance.
Our cameraman just handed me his phone, and Tampa versus Embry Riddle is happening in 2 different places tonight. Of course, if you're watching this, Tampa versus Embry Riddle women's are playing, but also at Embry Riddle, Tampa is facing off against Embry Riddle on the men's side, and they are just underway with 17:53 left to go in the second half. Score over there at Embry Riddle, which I actually don't know where that's. Oh, Daytona Beach, Florida. It is a 0-0 ball game. We'll keep you posted as this game goes on, and before we leave the game, we'll give you the final score, hopefully, if it ends before this. If not, check on TampaSpartans.tv or check on TampaSpartans.com or just look up Tampa Spartans men's soccer.
Now, going back to men's soccer and women's soccer, we're all happy because the University of Tampa, both teams are doing really well.
Doing very well, and like I said, before COVID, we did actually, 1 year while I was here, did beat USF. We did it start off this year. I believe last year we were supposed to have 2 really good programs from both the men and the women's side. It got stunted. Potential opportunity here for the Spartans. And spoiled, but we're supposed to have 2 really good teams, and then COVID got in the way. So I think this was happening before. There's the fundamentals of it before, but they had more time to practice. They played a few games, just not as many as they're going to obviously play this year. And, this is the result of the hard work they put in. And Spartans fans, you can hear them. They love all the effort and heart these young players put in. I know some of the women players from like class and stuff, they'd always talk about how last year was supposed to be their year, so it's nice to see them doing so well and representing the university at such an amazing way. If they beat, Embry Riddle, that's a 4-1 team. That's a really good team to start off the year. So potential huge contender if the Spartans do win. Embry Riddle with a scoring opportunity potentially. Looks middle, no one home. But like I said, I mentioned it a lot of times previously, if we do beat Embry Riddle here tonight, it could be what dictates Sunshine State Conference later on here in the year. Mr. Davis.
We will improve to 4-1 if they win this game too. So
we 4-1, so we're 4.
We're 3-2-1 right now, but if we win this game,
oh, so 2 is the tie. Sorry, I always think the middle part's not the tie.
Because football, the tie will be in the end.
And I believe
soccer,
the
draw will be in the middle. So.
Okay. So we will actually move to their actual record.
Yes.
Very well said, Mr. Davis. Fabricio, thoughts?
A corner kick is coming in. I believe that a substitution is also coming in for the University of Tampa. I believe something that has to occur, and we were going to speak about tactics, is the University of Tampa should try to get another goal because 18 minutes are left, and a lot can happen in 18 minutes.
It's hard to play defense, easier when it's a 2-score lead. Before we say anything, Mr. Davis, I'll throw it over to you after this corner kick right here. Spartans look to defend it. Eagles looking to tie the game against the Spartans.
Oh, right to the goalie.
Nice save by Miss Campbell, keeping focus in the middle of a bunch of people. Mr. Davis, you were about to say something before the corner kick?
Yes, I actually agree with Fabrizio that the Spartans should get another goal because, as we close in the time in this game, 2 goals is more secure than 1 goal. So if Eagles score again, it's tied, and we don't want to draw for the Spartans. So 2 goals is definitely more secure.
Embry Riddle really trying to increase the offense. Spartans really keeping up on their defense. So it's just somewhat of a stalemate. Embry Riddle's had a little bit more shot opportunities here in the second half, but not really that many, I would say, in total. So it'll be interesting to see how this one here plays out with 17-15 remaining here in the second half.
Also have to give credit to the defense, as they've been very consistent this whole entire game for the Spartans.
Very well said.
Especially their back four.
Spartans pushing. Leading left side. And number 25 for the Spartans to throw it in.
Hannah Kirkpatrick.
She is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She is a 5'8" freshman midfielder out of North Allegheny High School. Eagles pushing. 2-1 ball game, folks. Eagles push middle.
Oh, good ball in.
Eagles waiting. Spartans trying to play defense. Potential opportunity here for the Eagles. Shot on net. Ooh. And I believe it just went right or up and over. We can't tell at the angle, but it did miss the net. 16:05 remaining here in the second half.
Embry Riddle substitutions. Entering number 21, Ada Argasutter. Replacing number 18, Grace Foyer.
And again, that's risky, you know. The University of Tampa again leading by 1, but only 15 minutes left, and you can see that the away team, the Eagles, are becoming much more efficient, and they're just getting the ball back, and of course being more offensive.
Yes, they're playing like they have nothing to lose, as they're actually losing this game. So,
Inga Assader just coming in for the Eagles. Fun fact about her: she is, and I don't want to mispronounce this city name for Iceland, but Mos Felsabar, Iceland. She comes from the Commercial College of Iceland. We're good. But just fun fact from Iceland. Hi. Spartans keep pushing back. Ball kicked. Handball? Fans love it. It's not American football, but nonetheless. Ball's being thrown in. Are they going to call it for a handball?
I think they're talking about it.
I mean, I think she understood what was happening. She was trying to speed up the pace of play. But the referee didn't seem to like that at all. It's soccer, by the way. You just use your feet. But I think she was just trying to progress the play. Nonetheless, she's been warned. And the Spartans keep the defense going. And the ball almost hits a cameraman. Would have been a nice picture, but wasn't ready to take a photo. 14:25 remaining here in the game. Spartans still ahead, 2-1.
And speaking about tactics, as the Eagles trying to become more offensive, only 3 defenders are back.
So the change of formation, you say, Fabricio?
Yes, exactly. They want to be more offensive and, of course, try to tie these games.
I know it's not like hockey, but has everyone ever pulled their goalkeeper? Well, actually, before I say that, Spartans are leading down the right side, looking someone in the middle. Potential cross opportunity. Potential scoring opportunity for the Spartans. Look. Amazing save by the Eagles goalkeeper. Good try by the Spartans. We do have a player down.
Staggerwalt. She's down.
She's getting up by the help of her teammate. Swing and a miss. This is not baseball, folks, but a try nonetheless. Ball in the air. The energy has been increasing entire game. Nice move.
Folks, Staggerwalt is still limping on that play. The ball was actually anticipated for her. That's what she slid down, and Della Foucault actually came in. She actually didn't see Staggerwalt there.
Hopefully she's okay. We don't want to talk too much about the injuries. But as we said, down the left side, Spartans pushing. Potential goal opportunity here for the Spartans. Kick to the middle. And right to the Eagles goalkeeper.
Gotta love the hustle on Steigerwald. As you can see, she's still limping and still has a lot of heart in the game.
Yeah. Potential opportunity here for the Spartans. Looking middle. Cannot seem to get a clean shot off. Pushes outside. Kick back to the middle.
Ooh. What a good ball in by Kirkpatrick. Great idea.
Another opportunity for Spartans, but came back with nothing. Kick, trying to lead, and right to the goalkeeper, Camel.
Now I want to speak about number 20 from the away team, Adriana Ordóñez Lizarraga. I know she's from Guatemala, and she went to Montverde Academy in Orlando. She's a key player for this team. Actually, she played for the national Guatemala team, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting to see how international the away team is, and of course, the great experience that they have, speaking of representing their country.
And you were international, actually, right?
Yeah, exactly. My family's from France, but I grew up in Mexico City. I was born in Mexico City, so I would say I'm a mix of both cultures.
So during the USA versus Mexico Gold Cup game, you were pulling for
Mexico.
100%.
I don't know who I'm going to root for, because I have family in Canada. I have family in Canada, and they're really, really big football fans.
The country I'm from, Kazakhstan, does not have an amazing soccer team. Potential opportunity there for the Spartans. No one home. So I guess I'm pulling for USA all the way. I'm used to pull for them during the World Cup and all. It's nice to see the men winning something. Like I said, they haven't won a bunch. But
well, we have to look out for Timothy Weah and Christian Polzik of the USA national team.
Very well said. Potential scoring opportunity. Offsides.
Offside.
It's interesting. The Eagles' defense seems to be very spaced out, which is leaving a lot of holes for the Spartans to get through. They keep trying to kick it to one another, but they just seem to be too far spread out from one another.
Exactly. And now getting back to Canada, sorry, I wanted to
Sure,
speak about
go for
that. The idea of their soccer is the same as the US. They're growing a lot. They're sending players to Europe. You could see Alfonso Davies, who's doing an amazing job with Bayern Munich. And they just have a new generation that's about to come in, and they have the illusion of going to the World Cup, you know?
And I actually have a friend who's from Canada. He's actually Croatian Canadian. He's playing on Stade Reims on the Ligue 1.
So he's playing in France, which means he will be facing Lionel Messi.
Spartans looking for a
6'6" goalkeeper.
Spartans stay on the offensive. Sorry, Mr. Davis.
I don't know if he's going to play for Croatia or Canada, as Canada has actually tried to have him play, but he hasn't made the decision yet.
Yeah, that happens a lot in sports. They have the chance to select two countries, and you can just choose one, you know. So.
Very well said, both of you. Love learning about international soccer. I learn most of it from y'all too. As we speak, the Spartans will look to take a pretty crucial corner kick. If they could get one in, they'll expand the lead to 3-1 as the minutes tick down. Ball lost. Ball up.
Oh, wow.
And looks like she hit the post. Referee making sure she's okay. Good sportsmanship by the ref. Nice job looking out for your player. She's okay.
That was a huge chance to score a third goal, I believe. Since the beginning of the game, the corner kicks have been so interesting for the University of Tampa. They even scored a goal that way. Now they just have to get that third goal, and the game will practically be over.
Spartans non-stop on their defense. Really want that third goal. Looking to find some from away. Spartans shot.
Oh.
And towards the palm trees, the soccer ball goes just north of the net.
That was Stephanie De La Facade. I believe that was her first shot of the game.
First shot of the game. You said she scored, had a lot of action in the last game, correct?
Yes. It's been very quiet this game, but her teammates have made up for that, as we see with the lead.
Spartans really want that third goal. Not giving up. 8 minutes left remaining here in the second half. Spartans lead 2-1. Looking for that third goal. The one to push the Eagles over. Opportunity shot. players are listening to the fans. She said, they said shoot it. She shot it. Just happened to miss. 2-1, as I said. This game could go a bunch of different ways here with 7:30 remaining. If the Spartans score, ball game, I say. And if the Eagles score, we may have to stay here for a little bit longer, folks.
I would not mind that.
Well, I might have just jinxed us. Ball middle. Nope. Whistle's been blown.
Now, as the Eagles trying to score a second goal, I believe that they're just focusing on the offense. They're forgetting to defend. We've seen many mistakes in their own box, and now the University of Tampa has to take advantage of that and try to score their own third goal.
I've also seen a lot of pressuring by the Spartans, too.
University of Tampa kicks it deep. Spartans.
See again. Some mistakes are happening there on defense.
Eagles pushing, looking for that tying goal. Shot, middle.
Six minutes left with 23 seconds.
We'll try to just stick to just the soccer game here. We're giving you a lot of additive stuff for those students that are watching in the dorm room. So if you don't watch soccer, we try to give you international coverage. We try to give you some personal coverage, and we also try to give you some weather and some other things. But for the next couple minutes, we'll try to just stick to the soccer game, as this is a close one, folks. 2-1, 6 minutes remaining, as Fabricio said. Beautiful night here in Tampa. Number 17 for the Eagles kicks it back to the goalkeeper, looking to come up with some form of offense here with 5:45 remaining. Spartans doing a great job getting the ball back to the Eagles goalkeeper, but do not seem to be pressing too much. Ball down the right side. Potential opportunity for the Eagles. Fantastic defensive stop.
Nice move.
Ball, middle. Potential opportunity here for the Eagles. Shot. Missed header.
Oh, wow.
That was a huge opportunity for the Eagles to tie this game up. Ball was tailing left. She missed. And the Spartans still lead.
It's a shame they couldn't capitalize on that opportunity, as she was actually unmarked and wide open right in front of the goalie.
Yeah, no, that was unbelievable. She had a great opportunity. Even next to her, there was another player from her team. So, actually, Tampa's defense was pretty calm in that play. But for now, the game is still 2-1.
Eagles frantically looking, finding any opportunity to potentially tie this ball game up. Spartans trying to do their best to keep it to a minimum. Eagles with a potential opportunity here. You hear the fans saying good pressure from the Spartans defense.
And we're going to see more possessions like this as we close in with 5 minutes left. Eagles are going to be a little bit more desperate, but also a little bit more careless, potentially. So we're going to see more possessions with the Eagles.
We're going to see more shots on net, potentially, because we don't have time for them to create different formats. They just got to go on net and hope one goes in.
There will be a throw-in for the Eagles as 3 minutes are left.
And the Riddle substitution, entering number 15, Ragnar Gardestadter, replacing number 21, Inga Augustad. Tampa substitution, entering number 14, Michelle Kanaski, replacing number 32, Sophie Schrader.
I believe Kanaski is her first time on the pitch today. Subbing in for number 22, McOnroe.
Spartans goalkeeper Campbell kicks it. Things are getting a little bit more physical. 3 minutes remaining here in the second half of this Sunday night SSC conference game. Game getting a lot more physical. This Cameron Johnson was hit down.
nobody's doing some pressure, and only 2 minutes remaining.
Spartans look to hold on as the time ticks down. Spartans throw in.
There's Cameron Johnson right there in the play as she's just subbed in. Last game almost actually had a goal and she was wide open.
Cameron Johnson is from Fountain Hills, Arizona. Former school, the Shipley School.
So she went from a hot state to another hot state.
You could say that. You could say that. We have 1:42 remaining. Ball hit in the air. Spartans just looking to keep the defense going. Eagles looking to press. Opportunities are going to be limited as the time ticks down. And a foul called against the Spartans. Fans do not agree. Looks like there was some form of confrontation. Time does tick down with 1:15 remaining, so this could be the last opportunity the Eagles will get here tonight. We await. The kicker sees the time, kicks it middle, header, potential for the Eagles. Eagles look for a goal opportunity. Great defense. Good defense by the Eagles. Time ticks down, 54 seconds. This is probably their last opportunity. Shot from the Eagles to tie this ball game up. Ball is in the air. Shot. No one home. Just missed the header. And it looks like that might be the last opportunity they get here tonight.
Eagles again.
Oh, Eagles again with the ball. Spartan kicks it down. Ball still in play. 25 seconds. Blew in the whistle. 20 seconds. Throws the ball in. Kicked in. Spartans looking to clear it. Ball kicked inside. 13 seconds.
10,
9, 8, 7.
6.
Eagles looking for some form of chance.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And the Spartans have won tonight's ball game against the Embry Eagles, moving to 4-2-1. They beat the Eagles, who are now 4-2. A very hard, intense game between both sides. A lot of physical action between the both of them. I would like to say thank you guys for coming out here for this SSC game of the week. And with that being said, my name is, of course, Tate Gephardt. The Spartans win 2-1 against the Embry, I can't even say it.
Riddle Eagles.
Embry Riddle Eagles. I've said it so many times tonight. Score 2-1. My name's Tate Gephardt. My thoughts of the match, phenomenal game. Fabricio, I turn it over to you and Mr. Davis.
For me, great performance for Tampa. I think they were solid on defense. They were great on offense, and it's so difficult to win these type of games. I feel it was an amazing performance, so great Saturday to everyone.
Yes, and this is Brendan Davis, and I think that the Spartans had a great win, and I also think that the Eagles, the two words, miscommunication and not marking their players, and I think that led to the loss today as they go 4-2, and Spartans actually go up 4-1. 4-2-1.
Very well said, Mr. Davis. Very good job, Fabricio. First time doing a three-way broadcast. Very good job all around. I do want to say something real quick. Tonight was a doubleheader between Tampa and Embry Riddle. Of course, over in Daytona Beach, it was the men's team. Over here in Tampa is the women's team. Women's team wins 2-1. The men's team, if you want to go check out on TampaSpartans.tv or want to just check the box score, Tampa is tied with Embry Riddle going into overtime. That's what we have on our end. I'd like to leave everyone with a good message. Get home safely. Enjoy your Saturday night. Call an Uber if you need to. Hope everyone's doing well. We're better together than apart. Have a good night, everybody. Spartans win 2-1.